What is up, everybody? It's your boy Doody, back again with another video. And oh my lord, this weekend was just wild. That's right. We're going on yet another day of Phil descent into madness. Oh my lord. Man, the last few days have just been amazing. The content has just been good. And oh, wait a minute. Before we go anywhere, we need to make sure that we clear this with our legal representation to make sure that we have approval to do this. So everyone give a round of applause to our sponsor, Darkside Phil here.
So once again, here we go. This is the yearly time that I will remind everyone. I'll say it publicly right here on the podcast, and you can clip this and you can use it. I, Phil Brunel, do not hit anyone with copyright takedowns or strikes. I do not. I don't pay attention to anyone's content outside of my own. I'm not aware of who on a daily basis is using clips from this channel or any of my other YouTube channels for any purpose, good, bad, or otherwise. I don't care. I'm here to make content just for my people. That's it. I don't care about what anyone else does or says. I don't care if there's hate watchers, detractors. You do whatever you want. I've been through this for almost 16 years now. I'm used to it. I don't care. I'm still here. I'm still thriving. I'm not going anywhere.
Alrighty, well, thank you, Phil. Much appreciated. It's good to know that you've given your full approval for what I'm about to do right now. That's right. Anyway, what is up, everybody? It's your boy Doody back again with another video. And again, like I said, this has been some crazy times. We got Phil outright essentially just losing his mind on stream, calling me everything under the sun, threatening me. You guys have heard, you guys have watched all the content. Yeah, it's such a beautiful, lovely day. I mean, we've gotten to the point now where Phil is actually contradicting everything he's ever said in the past. And it just goes to show yet again that Phil lies about everything. So we're going to watch the Daily Wrap. Let's see what Phil has to say. I'm sure he's going to bring up Doody's name yet again. So, yeah, this is a nice, long, boring. I tried to speed it up. And, of course, just to make sure that I'm within the law, I made this very transformative. So anyone that you see here, everything that you're about to watch is all based on a fictional characters. Any likeness or representation of someone in real life is just another coincidence. So let's get into it.
Good evening, everyone. Phil here, and welcome to the Daily Wrap for what was Sunday, the 25th of August, 2024. The React Day of the week, meaning no gameplay whatsoever, but instead I do my level 1 podcast on DSP Gaming, but then I jump to my other channels, DSP Reacts, to do the DSP versus the Internet Clips React Show, and then to DSP Throwback for a nice retro React stream at night. This week, continuing on with my reaction to the PS home runs that I had done in the past. This was a 2012 edition. So, how did it go? First off, I am trying to increase the quality of the videos that I'm making for YouTube on demand. Right now, my streams look great, but ever since I adopted this 1080p webcam for my gameplay, people have been criticizing the gameplay and saying it looks a little bit blurry and pixelated. I can confirm that. I started checking it. I was like, yeah, with Street Fighter and also with Black Myth Wukong, I noticed it was a little blurry and pixelated recently. And it must be that my processor is taking a lot more time encoding the video because it's higher quality for this webcam on top of the gameplay, and it's causing that issue. So, this morning I tried a few different things, like different encoding speeds. They weren't working, so I actually upped the bitrate again. Recently, I had gone from 15,000 to 18,000. Now I went from 18,000 to 20,000 kilobits per second for my on-demand videos. I'd love to hear from you if that worked and if it improved them or not. Please let me know, okay? Now, in regards to content today, first stream was a podcast where, once again, after talking about my co-op with Kino last night in the Chain Together game, I had to address one of my detractors by the name of Doody. Why? Because he interjected himself into our game and interrupted our stream. So he deserved to be called out. I went to his channel, looked at all the crap that he does, and literally called out every single, like, hypocrisy here, literally breaking the law with this video here. It was pretty bad. And I ripped him a new butthole. And listen to this. I did a live pull from WWE champions on my stream.
Alrighty, that's right, folks. So we have Phil here bringing me up yet again on his content. Man, I mean, all this positivity. Phil has just become the positive style content creator. Man, it's pretty pathetic. It literally took the kindness of two Canadian strangers with a little bit of clout on the internet to make this man fully change everything that he stands for. To fully change to throw away in the trash everything this man has tried to say in the last 7 years about the content of his character, who he is, and the type of content that he puts out. 7 years of trying to make people believe that he's changed. He's no longer the toxic individual that he was. All it took was befriending by two Canadians, a little bit of money, for him to just throw all that out in the dumpster. Hold on a second. That's right, Kino Casino, big ups, brother. Big ups. Ashton, and Andy, big ups to you guys. You guys have managed to do what the detractors haven't been able to do. You guys have managed to give this guy the confidence, right? Or the false confidence, to believe that he's untouchable. That he can just go ahead and be brazen about everything he does. And the man actually went on stream and pulled some Hogans. Folks. And I actually have a separate video about that because I really want to get into that. Because that just completely contradicts everything Phil has ever said, done, and it shows what the detractors have said, that Phil's lied. Phil lied. And I have a little video, a little collage of Phil's lies, right? And how everything he said in the last 7 years is not true. And the detractors, yet again, the detractors were right. When the detractors say that Phil is retconning his life, right? It's not something that we just pop out of our butts. We show video clips and proof, and that's why Phil is so butthurt about what the detractors do, because they point out his lies and his hypocrisy. Not with just saying it, but by proof. And the video I'm going to make, I actually have a nice, lovely clip of Phil having a heart-to-heart with his viewers about 6.5 years ago, where he actually said that he no longer plays mobile games, and he promised Kat. Remember, you guys remember the whole story. Ever since his wife came in, he doesn't play any more wrestling games or WWE champions or anything. Yeah, okay. He went from that to confirming yesterday on stream that he actually plays the game, and it was so interesting. And we'll watch the clip because I love watching Phil just pull out the game, open it up, right? Pull some Hogans. And the interesting with that too is that you notice he didn't have to connect a credit card or connect his his Apple Pay or anything. Everything was just set up, ready to go. And Phil went in, fired it up, and he actually even knew specifically. What contest was running. God, that was beautiful. Just chef's kiss. Chef's fucking kiss, Phil. Big ups. Great job playing yourself.
I did it right there as I was streaming. Okay? So, if you want to see all that, check out the podcast from this morning. If you want to see a highlight, I'm highlighting the portion where I did the poll as a clip on the channel. I will likely look into maybe clipping another piece or two out of the podcast. I'm not sure exactly, but I probably will, only so that people can get, like, for example, there was a segment where I did a walkthrough of all my YouTube channels. I think it would be pretty useful to have that as a separate clip so that people can see that who are newcomers to the channel and want to learn about my different channels and what's on them. So I'm going to do something like that as well. But for the most part, man, it was pretty brutal for Doody. Like, he sucks. Everyone knows it. His content's shit. He steals. He doesn't put any effort into it. And it's actually pretty much illegal what he does. So, I called him out on it. And people, of course, loved it. That was most of the podcast today. Then we went into the DSP versus the Internet React show on DSP Reacts.
Yeah, nobody cares, Phil. Nobody really cares about your work. You know what people care about, Phil? People care about the drama. That's what they do. And you finally realized after how many years of streaming that if you want to make some money, you want to be pertinent, that you need to do drama. And that's what you're doing, Phil. That's what you're doing. It's pretty pathetic. I mean, I'm good with you doing that content. It doesn't bother me, Phil. It doesn't bother me at all. The fact that you want to make money off of drama, that's cool. Doody's fine with that. And if you wanna use me as your whipping boy and you want to use me for clout, have at it, man. I told you before, every single time that you mention my name, my sub count jumps. Every time you mention my name, my videos, my views jump. You know how many members I've gotten, subscribers, Phil, that I've gotten in the matter of 2 weeks that you decide to start calling me out? Over 2,000. Over 2,000 subs, Phil. You know how much ad revenue have I gotten? A lot. I won't say because I think I already divulged enough information about that. That triggered Phil when he saw my analytics. Of course, that's triggered him, and apparently he must be waking up in the middle of the night screaming, $5,000. Oh my God, 5,000 Doody. Apparently that's what he's doing. And this is just eating him up to the point where he can't even focus. So much so that he's just become unhinged. Unhinged. Yesterday's podcast was essentially an hour and 15 minutes about trying to trash me and talk about what I'm doing is illegal. No, pimp, nothing I done is illegal. Nothing that I did. Even clipping you, right, and clipping segments, that is not illegal. I will direct you, Phil, to a lawsuit that was settled in federal court. It's called Benjamin versus Hughes, which essentially said that clipping content is not illegal. Clipping content doesn't break copyright or DMCA law. It doesn't. I suggest you pull that article up. It's called Benjamin versus Hughes. It specifically said that you can clip content. You can click clips and not provide commentary, especially if you're trying to put a narrative about someone. About someone. And that's what I'm trying to do here, Phil. I'm trying to build a narrative that you're a scumbag. You're a scumbag and you're a liar. And I want people to be aware and expose you for who you are. So again, Phil, Benjamin versus Hughes. Feel free to look that up and read through it. And that's the real reason, folks, why Phil can't strike my content. He can't. He knows it. He's just trying to act tough and act like, oh, I'm going to be the bigger man. No, Phil, you can't do anything. Because if you could, you would have done it a long time ago. You would have done it a long time ago. And this nonsense about if I had a lawyer, could pay a lawyer, I would fight. Okay, knock yourself out, Phil. There's a little thing called discovery, which would just be beautiful. Because you would have to point out specifically which videos that I make that lied and slandered you. Right? And of course, I'm going to counter and say, okay, well, show us proof that what I'm saying doesn't exist. And what you're going to do? What are you going to do? You're going to show your financial information? You're going to show your WWE Champions account? Come on, Phil. Let's stop this, okay? This is simply just a content creator pointing out another content creator and vice versa. Nothing more. So you trying to placate your dents and trying to thump your chest. No one is buying it, and I'm not buying it, Phil. So try again, Phil. Try again. But I'm more than happy to transform my content a little bit more just to make you feel better. And then what we can do is we can compare content. So when I'm blowing you out of the water in views, right? And my content is different than yours, then what are you going to say? Are you going to still say, well, the only reason why Doody has content or views is because of me? Okay, well, we'll see, Phil. We'll come back and address that. What I'll do is probably next week, we'll compile the results of how many views I get versus how many views you're get. And of course, my new format. Hope you like Disney Princess Phil. And by the way, like I stated earlier, all characters in this are fictional. Everything in here is fictional. If it resembles another real live person, it's all a coincidence. Okay, Phil, there you go. Does that make you feel better? Especially now that everything looks completely different. And by the way, I do love the background. That Doody Doody back panel looks amazing, brother. It does. It looks amazing. Now, next time, make sure you get a Hogan one, maybe a Kino Casino one. You could put a Kino Casino one up there, and then any other content creator that you want to suck off. You feel free to do that, Phil. All right, folks. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm streaming today, and I got a lot to say. We're going to be covering Phil's descent into madness. the man has just become utterly unhinged. Doody managed to break this guy's mental faculties, and it's just fun to watch. It just is. Alrighty, folks. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Peace out.